How to find the perfect venue for your event. Part 1. Define your event needs. Think about location. Beyond just the city, think about the proximity to your people. Is it accessible? Is it remote? Do people have to go down 3 alleys in the back ways just to find it? Now, what about your guest count? How many people are going to be there? This might sound like a tricky one because you're like, oh, I don't know. The tickets haven't gone on sale yet. Nah. If you haven't done enough research, if you don't have a community already solidified, if you don't even know how many people might even be interested in your event, we need to go back a couple steps, okay? So let's assume that you already know, all right? Let's assume you already got an email list. You already got subscribers, a community list, or something. Know how many people is going to be at your event. And if you're a little bit nervous, like, subtract a little bit. You rather sell out than have to turn people away, okay? How many people is going to come is going to dictate. It's called capacity, okay? You're looking for a space that has the capacity to hold your people. Now, also remember that even though you got 600 RSVPs, if it's free, if your event is free, that 600 is probably going to be closer to like 3 or 4, okay? Depending on your program, there might be some ebb and flow, right? Some in and outs. So it's not 600 at one time. It's really going to be looking more like 200 at a time. So you don't want to get a venue that has a capacity of 600 because you got 600 RSVPs, but only 200 people going to be in the room at the time. So you're going to look out there and it's going to look halfway empty. You don't want that. Now think about the layout and the program, the flow of your event, okay? Are there going to be different rooms for different needs? Is it going to be like a lounge over there, some breakout rooms over there, the main stage back there? You know, think about how much space your event needs to take up so you know how much space you need to find. Let's talk about the technical needs, okay? Speaking of stages, are there going to be live performances? Do you need audio and visual and lighting? Is it going to be a playlist plugged up, right? And you just got to press play. You need podiums for your speakers. You need projection screens. What do you need? Speaking of sound, how surround does that sound need to be? Okay? Now you gotta think big. You gotta think big, right? So don't just think about who can hear inside the main room, but think about like, oh, you might want the sound to reach the lobby, right? The hallways for when people are mingling for the cocktail hour, they're not missing what's being said. Think big. Ooh, this is a good one. Rentals and decor. Some people think that having a blank canvas, like an open floor plan, like a warehouse, that blank canvas, is really exciting because you can do a lot of things. But what you come to realize is that it's actually a big challenge to fill up a big space. And if you don't have interior design and furniture and all types of activations to fill that space up, it's gonna feel empty. You don't want that. Some people prefer venues that already has decor in place. I show up and it's already cute. You know, all I gotta do is just like throw up my signages or something like that just to make it me, and then we good to go. The vibe is already set. That minimizes your setup time. It minimizes your budget. Something to consider. Now, arguably the most important of them all is the F&B, the food and beverage. The food and beverage. What are you feeding the people? Does the venue come with catering? Does it require you to use their in-house catering? Do they allow outside catering if you already have a caterer in mind that you want to bring in? Some venues require a buyout if you bring your own catering, which means that you have to pay them a fee in order to bring somebody else in. And it also comes with like liability and insurance and permits and stuff like that. Sometimes venues just want to stick with what they already know, especially if they have a kitchen already in-house. They want more money. They want more bang for their buck. So check in with the catering options. And then with the bar, is it included? Does it come with bartenders? Are you able to make custom drinks that fit your theme? That's cute, right? Questions to consider. Last but not least, when it comes to the event needs, consider the vibes. Consider the vibes. If you're going for a more casual flow and you want it to be, you know, feeling like a Friday night, make sure you don't go somewhere where it feels like a Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta have the vibes. Otherwise, you're gonna be working twice as hard to get what you're trying to get because it's not matching. It's not matching. Stay tuned for part 2, where to find your venue. Need one-on-one help with your event? click the link in my bio to book a consultation today. Talk soon.